The great predators we've been taught to fear are actually failures. A lion misses 3 out of every 4 targets it strikes at. The great white shark, it fails half the time. In the natural world, survival is a game of luck for almost everyone. But hiding in thin air is a biological glitch. A creature with a kill rate of 97%. It doesn't hunt with luck. It hunts with an onboard targeting computer that quite literally predicts the future. Today, we deconstruct a 300-million-year-old machine that evolution stopped touching because it had already reached perfection. This is the secret life of the world's most successful killing machine. The interception algorithm. In the world of high-stakes hunting, the lion is a gambler. It fails 75% of the time. Even the great white shark, the terror of the deep, misses half its targets. But there is a predator that has solved the equation of death: the dragonfly. Its success rate is a staggering 97%. To understand how, we have to stop looking at it as an insect and start looking at it as a ballistic missile. The future tracker. Most predators are reactive. They see a target move and they chase it. But the dragonfly does something that shouldn't be possible for a creature with a brain the size of a grain of sand. It calculates the future. Deep inside its optic lobe, a specialized pair of neurons, known as CSTMD1, act like a predictive spotlight. As a target moves, these neurons don't just record where the prey is. They generate a zone of hypersensitivity that paves the road ahead of the target. It doesn't fly to where the bug is. It flies to where the bug is going to be. The 16 sentinels. Once the target-acquired signal is sent, the data enters a high-speed bus. 16 specialized neurons called TSDNs. Think of these as a 16-channel steering committee. While a human brain needs millions of neurons to coordinate reaching for a cup of coffee, the dragonfly uses just these 16 wires to command its entire body. Together, they form a population vector, a 360-degree mathematical map of the environment. It is the most optimized motor control system ever discovered in nature. The result is a reaction speed that defies mammalian biology. From the moment a single photon of light hits the dragonfly's eye to the moment its wings fire to intercept, only 50 milliseconds pass. To put that in perspective, it takes you 300 milliseconds just to blink your eyes. In the time it takes you to blink once, a dragonfly has seen its prey, calculated its future trajectory, and completed the kill. By the time your brain has even processed that a hunt is happening, it's already over. The 30,000 lens sensor. To understand the dragonfly, you have to realize that it doesn't just have eyes. It has a sensory array that consumes 80% of its total brain power. While we navigate the world through 2 simple lenses, the dragonfly looks through 30,000 individual photoreceptors. To this creature, the world isn't a picture. It's a stream of high-definition data, and it sees things that are entirely invisible to us. The UV targeting mode. Humans see in 3 primary colors: red, green, and blue. But the dragonfly has evolved beyond our spectrum. It possesses up to 5 different light-sensing proteins, including a specialized sensitivity to ultraviolet light. When it looks at the bright UV-heavy sky, the world transforms. To a dragonfly, a mosquito isn't just a bug. It's a stark, black silhouette burning against a glowing violet background. It doesn't have to look for its prey. In the UV spectrum, its prey is the only thing that exists. The slow-motion reality. But the real mystery isn't what they see, it's how they see it. In biology, we measure this by something called the flicker fusion frequency. It is the refresh rate of the eye. A human eye refreshes at about 60 Hertz. That's why a movie looks smooth to us. The dragonfly's eyes refresh at over 300 Hertz. This means that to a dragonfly, the world moves in extreme slow motion. A bird flying past at full speed would appear to move with the sluggishness of a floating balloon. While the prey is struggling to react, the dragonfly is watching every individual wing beat in high definition, calmly calculating the moment of impact. The winner-takes-all filter. So, what happens when it enters a swarm? Thousands of targets, moving in every direction. Most sensors would crash from the data overload, but the dragonfly utilizes a winner-takes-all attention mechanism. Its neural hardware is designed to perform optic flow cancellation. It literally deletes the moving background, the swaying trees and the shifting clouds from its vision. When it enters a swarm, its brain locks onto one single target and suppresses everything else. To the dragonfly, the rest of the world effectively disappears. There is only the hunter, and the one target that it has already decided is dead. The quad-engine chassis. If you look at the wings of a bee or a butterfly, you are seeing a simple vibration. But look closer at the dragonfly, and you are seeing the most advanced flight system ever designed by evolution. While 97% of all insects use indirect muscles to flap their wings, the dragonfly is different. It is an engineering anomaly. It doesn't just flap, it pilots 4 independent engines. The independent drive. The dragonfly uses what biologists call direct flight. Each of its 4 wings is connected to its own dedicated muscle group. This allows the dragonfly to control the angle, the speed, and the power of every single wing individually. It is the biological equivalent of a quadcopter, where every rotor can also tilt, change shape, and reverse direction instantly. This is why a dragonfly can do what is aerodynamically impossible for almost any other creature. It can fly backward with the same precision that it flies forward. The gearbox of the air. To stay perfectly still in the wind, the dragonfly moves its wings in antiphase. The front wings go up, while the back wings go down. They cancel each other out, locking the body in space. But when the kill signal is sent, it switches its gearbox in a fraction of a second. It moves all 4 wings in sync, an in-phase strike that acts like a double-barrel thruster. This sudden burst of power creates a swirling vortex of air, a leading-edge vortex that literally sucks the wing upward, generating lift that defies standard aviation physics. The 9G pilot. This raw power allows the dragonfly to perform maneuvers that would be lethal to a human. During a high-speed interception, a dragonfly can pull up to 9 Gs of force. To put that in perspective, 9 Gs is the absolute limit for the world's most elite fighter pilots. At 9 Gs, a human in a pressurized suit will black out as the blood is forced out of their brain. But the dragonfly does this with no suit, no cockpit, and no hesitation. It is a chassis built for a level of violence that our own bodies simply cannot survive. The aquatic nightmare. To understand the perfection of the dragonfly, we have to look at where it began. Long before it mastered the air, it was a shadow in the water. For up to 5 years, the dragonfly exists in a larval stage known as a nymph. But don't let the name fool you. In the silt and the darkness of the pond, this is a creature from a nightmare. An underwater alien that has developed a way of killing that seems more like science fiction than biology. The hydraulic harpoon. The nymph is a master of the ambush. It hides a lethal weapon beneath its chin, a specialized, hinged jaw called a labium. It doesn't use muscles to strike. Instead, it uses a high-pressure hydraulic system. It pumps fluid into its head until the pressure is so immense that the jaw explodes forward in just 20 milliseconds. It is the fastest strike in the freshwater world. By the time the prey feels the water move, it is already being pulled into the darkness. The jet-powered breath. But the alien design doesn't stop at the mouth. The nymph has a physiological secret that defies everything we know about breathing. It doesn't have lungs, and it doesn't have traditional fish gills. It breathes through its tail. Deep inside its rectum, the nymph has a specialized chamber filled with thousands of tiny gills. It pumps water in and out of its body to stay alive. But this isn't just for breathing. When the nymph is threatened, it violently contracts that chamber, blasting the water out of its tail like a jet engine. It uses its own breathing system as a biological rocket to escape its enemies. The transformation. This is the ultimate survivalist, a creature that spends years as a monster in the mud, only to climb out of the water, split its own skin, and emerge as a master of the sky. It is one of the most violent transformations in nature. The hydraulic pumps are discarded, the underwater gills are closed forever. In a matter of hours, a heavy, crawling nightmare becomes the most agile flying machine on the planet. The dragonfly isn't just an insect, it is a ghost that has returned from the deep. The 300 million year secret. Everything we have seen, the targeting computer, the 30,000 sensors, the quad-engine flight, wasn't invented yesterday. While humans were still learning to walk, the dragonfly had already reached perfection. To find the origin of this machine, we have to travel back 300 million years, to a time before the dinosaurs, to a world where the dragonfly was the undisputed king of the sky. The Carboniferous giants. In the Carboniferous period, the Earth was a high-oxygen laboratory, and in that laboratory, the dragonfly grew to a terrifying scale. This was Mega Neura. It had a wingspan of nearly 30 inches, the size of a large eagle. It wasn't just a bug, it was an apex predator that could hunt lizards and small amphibians. But as the Earth's oxygen levels dropped, the giant dragonflies faced a choice: change their design or disappear. They chose a third option. They didn't change at all. They simply shrunk. The evolutionary stasis. Evolution is a process of constant correction. If a design fails, it changes. But when we look at dragonfly fossils from millions of years ago, we see a shocking truth. The wing structure, the eyes, and the hunting mechanics have remained virtually untouched for over 300 million years. While the rest of the animal kingdom was frantically evolving to survive, the dragonfly sat still. It had reached a biological endgame. Evolution stopped touching the dragonfly because there was nothing left to fix.
We live in a world of constant upgrades and shifting technology, that every time you see a dragonfly hovering over a pond, you are looking at a machine that was perfected before the first mountain range was even formed. It is a ghost from the deep past, still running the most successful hunting algorithm in history. In a world of chaos, the dragonfly remains the only constant. Perfection doesn't need to change.